is now publicly traded. What's it like running a public company versus a private company?
I think that for running a public company, what's really interesting is I actually love the accountability, the cadence, the reporting. One of the challenges, however, is the short-term view of quarterly earnings, that sometimes the entrepreneur, CEO, the management team makes decisions around short-term versus long-term, and that's real. And those can be challenging.
And do you still think of yourself as an entrepreneur?
Absolutely.
Will that ever die?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
What's interesting about being an entrepreneur doesn't mean you can't scale as a leader of big companies to try and figure it out. To me, entrepreneurship is that inner spirit of testing, iterating, failing, building your confidence around the vision and what your belief is, and building something.
So a lot of entrepreneurs end up, say, starting companies and then go off into the great blue yonder and then let somebody else take over as CEO. But you actually seem like you're quite deft at running the company. Do you miss the idea of just starting up, or like?
I think because we have so many things to do at care.com and millions of people to help. This is about solving a care infrastructure problem that we have and changing how we think about that, because often people think of care as a gender issue or a soft issue, when in fact it's an economic imperative, and it is so important for our global economy.
That's an excellent segue into my questions about paid leave. I would love to hear your take on this and what we need to do as a country.
Yeah, I think paid leave is a start of investing in the care infrastructure, especially as business leaders. And it's sad that the data is basically the US and Papua New Guinea are the only two countries in the world that don't have mandatory paid leave. As business leaders, we can take a leadership position here to say, we think this is really important for our employees. But my belief is that once we actually get paid leave passed in this country, that then we will open our eyes overall that there's more to do to build a care infrastructure.
What else can businesses do?
They can certainly provide backup care benefits to their employees, and that's when there's a crisis at home, because it's one of the key drivers of absenteeism. And actually, this new word that I learned getting into this business is presenteeism. It impacts that, because it's very difficult to have peace of mind at work when things aren't working at home. That's why we started Care at Work. It's a simple app. You click a couple of buttons and we allow families to quickly get help when they need it.
How much time would you say you spend actually trying to influence policy?
You know, we partner with NDWA, the National Domestic Workers Alliance, and I think Ai-jen-Poo does a wonderful job with her team really working on policy. And so we support organizations on their policy and their advocacy in ways in which, for example, the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights that she helped pass, we provided her data to help in other states because of our household payroll company to show that if they pass those policies, it actually improves overall money going into the Treasury and compliance for people. So there's ways in which we can help. We also partnered with them to launch the Fair Care Pledge. We're very proud of that. We help influence, we launched it at the Clinton Global Initiative last year, and it was basically families taking a pledge to say they're going to treat their caregivers with respect, pay them a livable wage, have clear expectation, and give them paid time off. And so far, we're close to 200,000 families who have taken that pledge. And so we believe our role is about building awareness overall around the issues around care.